Why can't you just let me take the picture? The moment was ruined. My focus was on capturing the perfect shot to present this magical scene to the world and share with all my followers on Instagram how awesome a time our family was having at the Colosseum. But in my obsession with storing it all on my tiny screen, the energy shifted. I was stealing the joy from an intimate family memory so I could share details of my life with strangers on Instagram. Projecting my anxious energy on the kids, the mood had shifted, the whole family leaving the scene, going off into their own worlds to numb out the frustration of trying to perform for Mum's followers. No more photos, let's just enjoy this place, my son protested. Deep regret shook my whole body. Wiser than me, he was saying out loud what my gut was screaming. It was time to stop. My ego was so addicted to the external validation I received from sharing my life with the world that I wasn't ever truly present. I felt like I was acting, orchestrating perfect moments to capture and share. Ironically, these moments were already so perfect, but I was losing sight of that. And I felt robbed of my freedom, trapped by my addiction and angry. This isn't who I wanted to be in the world, feeling like I was acting out the type of mentor that I wanted to be, the type of leader, the type of parent. I didn't sign up to abandon myself and feel like I have to show up a certain way, that I had to present a version of myself that wasn't the authentic human I thought I was committed to being. Had social media hijacked my identity and morphed me into a person who presents herself to please and influence others? Had the social media drug changed me? This felt like a blow to my soul that I couldn't handle, and I felt totally against what I was committed to teaching my clients and kids. You are enough exactly as you are. New to social media, I only opened an account on Instagram in late 2019. Curiosity on how this app could help me build my coaching business gave me butterflies in my stomach. I was excited. I questioned if it was really possible to use social media as a free marketing tool, and I was ready to give it a try. Turns out it was an excellent way to meet like-minded people and to offer my coaching services to women all over the world. Creating content and showing up online became part of my daily routine. First, for 30 minutes in the morning, then 90 minutes daily, then several times a day for hours on end, even at night when everyone was sleeping. Time disappeared as I created content, sent DMs, fiddled with all the features, and even dabbled with analytics. Social media was a perfect tool to share ideas and connect with amazing humans globally, to truly share my mission. But I was missing the hints of how it wasn't serving me. Losing hours on end to scrolling, checking my phone before even saying good morning to my husband, looking at my screen hundreds of times a day. My intentional relationship with Instagram quickly became a dependency. More than 3 years into the journey, and I had to ask myself, was my business worth the sacrifice of who I had to become? No breaks. If I want to win at this game, consistency was God. I subscribed to this hook, line, and sinker. Well, let's just say my ego did. I was addicted to seeking external validation for living my life, to feel seen, acknowledged, rewarded with likes and comments. This was the hit my soul started to crave. I was hostage to my phone. It had my attention under ransom. I was becoming less and less present in my own existence, seeking that sneaky dopamine hit from an alert. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, yes, yes! I was constantly feeling bad about myself as I played the comparison game with 2 billion people, trying to achieve impossible standards based on my inaccurate assumptions from viewing a 30-second reel, or reading a 1,500-word post. Feeling anxious that I should be different, better. To numb these feelings, I tirelessly worked as unpaid labor for the platforms, creating content for free, turning the hamster wheel. The platforms got richer with more attention on them, and I got poorer in the quality of my life and how I felt about myself. Of course, it wasn't all bad. I loved my new friendships. I enjoyed facilitating client transformations, supporting women all around the world, most of whom I could only have met on social media. I created deep friendships, moving from Instagram to Zoom to meetups. The micro rewards were the carrot that kept me hooked, coming back for more little hits of the love drug, spending more time creating content and contributing more time to channeling my life force into a tiny screen, losing sight of the bigness of the world around me. I'm detoxing from it all. No more social media for 2 months. No obsessive photo taking, no capturing life, but actually living it. I declared this to my 3 kids and husband as we ate Parmigiana, watching the sunset behind the Colosseum. I truly sank into the moment for the first time in 3 years, and I didn't feel the need to take a photo of the magic. Instead, I allowed myself to be in it. I stopped obsessing over sharing all the details of my life over the next 2 months of travel around Europe. I spent time feeling into the moments, capturing them in my heart, truly integrating them by letting them seep into my bones. But my loud and dominant ego didn't make it easy. You can't just stop. What will people think? They'll assume something went wrong. You'll miss all the updates and potential clients who want to work with you. It's important for you to show up. The mind chatter was loud. For weeks, I felt like I was in trouble, doing something wrong or not doing what I should. Like the kid who hasn't done her homework or has lied about where she's been to her parents. I felt a continued impulse that I should be somewhere else, that I should be doing something else, instead of just being in the moment, at the sea at the Amalfi Coast, in front of the Duomo in Florence, floating down the River Nile. On reflection, these memories are more clear because I was in them. The imperfection of the moments being the perfection of life. I wasn't just trying to capture scenes so I could engage in selective self-presentation or write some witty comment to influence others. Instead, I was feeling the breeze, soaking up the wonder, being struck by the awesomeness of it all. Being in it, not trying to be everywhere, but in the moment, one moment at a time. And it was hard, but slowly the fog started to lift. How do we know it even happened if it wasn't captured? I asked my husband as we reflected on the day. And as I said it, I felt it, the goosebumps, the inner smile, the feeling that I experienced it, integrated it. So this was the magic of being so present to the moment. The body remembered it all and captured it better than my phone ever could. My 2-month experiment of no social media browsing or posting is now almost 5 months. I didn't go back after the travels, I couldn't. I'm enjoying the feeling of being lighter, more spacious. But I'll confess, there are days when I have to succumb and I aimlessly browse and scroll through my feed. But now I notice the sensations more. The anxiety of comparison, the overwhelm of not doing enough, the desire that rises in me to be seen and acknowledged by the world. And of course, the guilt of not contributing more to the women I know I want to serve. They are on these platforms and they are looking for solutions. Oh, the internal conflicting commitments. Currently, my biggest challenge is sitting with these feelings and to be in them. And instead of trying to change them by going back to the social media drug, just let them pass and notice everything is still okay. You are the cosmos. You are perfect, complete, exactly as you should be. 22 students leaning in, soaking up the wisdom of our yoga teacher while he shares 50 years of his teachings, summed up in this one sentence. But if this is true, why do I feel I have to keep trying to show an image of myself to the world? Even if I try to be congruent, true to who I am, isn't there always some theater and sharing of the highlight reel, leaving out the messy middle, the gap, the pauses between the shares, the spaces where the truth really lies? Buddhist and yoga teachings talk of the madhya, the middle way of being, the balance in life. What is the middle way now? For me, my mission, the world that I want to live in. Madhya is also the pause between moments, breaths and actions. What do I learn from this pause, my months in Madhya? Who am I if people don't give me likes and comments for the work I'm doing? How do I share with the world and still hold on to my sense of presence, myself here and now? What does the way forward look like? I'm sitting with all these questions, feeling unsure, but I know my mission is stronger than my desire to leave social media altogether. So I'll extend the pause for now, and in that time, continue to seek validation of myself from within, build my own self-worth, strengthen quality connections all around me, and integrate my vision of who I want to be in this world, even if no one is watching, validating me, or liking my posts. I want to be in the mud, in the depths, enjoying the pause while I find myself again, so I can use the tool of social media intentionally to actually accomplish my mission and not let the tool use me.